Hey guys, it's Coop and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you a few tips which can hopefully help you increase your gameplay when it comes to Call of Duty. Help you win more gunfights, help you get a better KD or become a better OBJ. Really these tips are designed in a way to help you really get there a bit quicker, and just understand there isn't a quick fix, there isn't a magic remedy or a magic trick to help you really become a better player. Ultimately, if you want to become better, it's going to take time. You're going to have to grind the game, play a lot, really understand how people play online. It's really the only way, but hopefully these tips will help you get there a little bit quicker. So tip number one is map presence. It's about understanding where people are spawning in on the map and then where you can then position yourself to best win those gunfights. As a rule of thumb, and if you're playing core, you've got the mini-map up in the left-hand corner. Obviously, if you're playing hardcore, you have to wait until you've got a UAV to be able to exploit this, but really about understanding where your teammates are. So if they're spawning in on the left-hand side of the map, as a rule of thumb, the enemy team are probably going to be spawning in on the opposite side, so they'll be spawning in on the right-hand side. So with this intelligence, if you know where the enemy team is spawning, you can then position yourself in the best place to be able to then win those gunfights, using the cover to your advantage. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, pre-aiming around corners. This can help you win more gunfights because it does take a while for you to be able to pick up those guns and aim down the sight. So you can see if you can pre-aim around those corners, that potentially will help you win more gunfights as well, because you don't have to then lift the gun up to your eyesight in order to then fire. Obviously hip firing is only accurate up to a certain level, so being able to do this will definitely help you win more of those gunfights. So tip number three is being able to use jump shots and drop shots. So if you want to become best at drop shots, it's best to go on a tactical setting, because then you can use the thumbstick in order to be able to get down on the floor. Now drop shots are really good, and don't drop shot all the time because you're going to look like a bit of a plick. But drop shots are really good if you know you're at a disadvantage, you've already lost a bit of time, you've been hit a couple of times, you want that last opportunity to be able to win that gunfight. Being able to drop shot is a good way to be able to do that, because you get an extra second because they throw their aim off and you might just be able to kill them. So being able to learn to drop shot is a big piece. Likewise, with drop shotting there's also jump shots. So how can you jump around the map and potentially use the height to win that gunfight and take people by surprise as well. Now obviously jumping indoors can be a bit more difficult, but look, jumping around the corner here or jumping up onto cover, that could be another good way to potentially win some more gunfights. Tip number four is watching competitive Call of Duty. So I followed Optic Gaming for quite a few years now, but definitely would always recommend to people that they do watch competitive Call of Duty, because the thing is, the pros are there, they're grinding the game day in and day out. They find map exploits in different lines of sight that you would never have thought of. It's also really good because you get to learn how to control the spawns, where to then rotate on the next hard point, or control the game of domination in the best way to win those game types, and it can really get your creative juices flowing in terms of helping you understand how to better play the game. These guys play major tournaments for a lot of money, and so they're the ones in the know and can really help you grind out and get those little bits of intel. And my final point would be not playing hardcore. I personally started playing this game and playing a lot of hardcore because it's just a lot of my friends were playing. And whilst I found this was actually really quite a fun game type to play, because it doesn't take a lot of bullets in order to be able to kill those enemies, one thing that I did find was a disadvantage is that it really didn't help your aim. Really good for reaction time, because obviously enemies die so quickly. But my aim was in the single digits. Now, obviously when you're playing Call of Duty and core, you need to have a pretty good aim, because you don't kill people with one burst or one bullet. You need to get multiple hits on them in order to be able to kill those teammates. So I would always recommend learning to play in core first, because you just learn how to aim, get more shots on target. It isn't just about reaction time, it's also about the accuracy of your shots as well. And I found that hardcore just didn't give me that grounding. So when I started playing core, it was really hard for me to adjust over to core, because my accuracy was just so poor. So start off playing core. It's going to be a little bit painful if you're playing hardcore as well and converting over, but the benefit as well is you'll have more game types to be able to play as well, so it's a little bit more fun and definitely worth it in the end. And what this also enables you to do is you can play modes like ranked or league play, and this also will help you play better because you can start playing people with better caliber, and when you start playing people with better caliber, it really helps push you forward in terms of being able to step up your own game. So that's it, 5 tips just to get you started really. I hope it was helpful. If it was, definitely leave a comment and also some feedback as to some tips or tricks that you found really helped you out to begin with when you're playing Call of Duty. Did I miss off anything glaringly obvious? I'll be really interested to know. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, then please like, comment and subscribe, and as always, love you, bye.